Hello and welcome back. I am working with hearts today, and I wanted to show you this cute little pop-up element here that you can make for your journal page. It will actually fold flat when you close your journal, or when you open it, you can fluff it up a little bit. You can distress it. You can do whatever you want to, but let's make them. They're fun. Now I'm using a heart punch. If you don't have a heart punch, it's quite all right. You can just cut them anyway. We may do some larger ones in a minute too, and we'll do them without a punch. So I'm also using a scoreboard. You don't have to. You can use anything. You can use the side of a ruler. But the way I'm doing it is I have went in here with magic marker and I have marked at 1 inch all the way down my scoreboard so that I can see it on the top and the bottom. And I'm just scoring right down the center of a heart just so it folds easy. I'm just making it fold easy. And this is not double-sided cardstock. So because of that, I'm folding it in with the white on the outside. So I want 3 pieces of 3 hearts that are scored and folded in the middle, and then all we're going to do is glue them together. It's very, very simple. So I'm going to take one side of one of the hearts. You can use any glue you want to, doesn't matter. This is Art Glitter Glue. That's my go-to because it dries so quick, but you don't have to. So there's 3 hearts. They're all lined up and they're glued together. And I'm just kind of smashing them real good. Give it a second to dry, and voila, there it is. That's all there is to that one. Now, like I said, you can glue this down to your page. You can glue just the bottom if you want to have a little bitty tuck spot up here, or you could just put something cute inside. And you can actually do it with 4 if you want 4 pieces instead of 3. Let's do one more. Let's just see. I've seen one done with 4, and it's just a little bit fuller. So let's take one more, and let's glue it on right here, and line it up with the others. And hold it for just a second. Okay, so now if you glue that and that down, you've got 2 little hearts popped up. Isn't that cute? And you could still smash one of them flat when you close your book. It could be that one. It could be that one. It could be that one. It can be like a little book itself. Oh, wouldn't that be cute? These could be your pages of your little miniature book. So anyway, so there's one idea. Now, here's another idea I saw someone do, and I don't know who it was. I hate when I can't remember who showed this, but so that I can give them credit. But it was just 3 hearts glued together across the bottom of the page. And what you want to do is keep the bottom straight. So say we did this, this, and this. It looked kind of like that. Let's get that one a little. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick a little glue up under there since I've got them lined up the way that I want them to be. Give it just a second to dry. Won't take long. And then this can be used, still a little crooked. That's okay. This can be used at the bottom of a page. It can be a little pocket. So you would just glue the bottom side, and then the top side here, you could put something in. And so what I was thinking, we'd take a little bit of, this is just some thread, you use any kind of thread or fibers or whatever you've got, don't matter. But I was just thinking we'd take a little bit of frou-frou. Might be a little bit too much, but it'll be okay. Put a little frou-frou there and just glue a little button in the center, and you've got a cute little pocket. And then I would distress the edges, with the distress ink if you want to. So that's another heart idea. Okay, so what if you want to do a bigger one and you don't have a heart punch any bigger, or you don't have a heart punch at all? We all know how to do this, right? You take a piece of paper, you fold it in half, and you cut out a half of a heart, any size you want. And when you open it up, of course, you've got a heart. So what I would do is I would get that just like I want it. Like I think I want it a little more sharp right there in the middle. There, that'll be fine. Now this can be my template, to make the other two. Okay, so all I did was line it up with the other one, and I'm just going to cut it out. That way, you know they're all the same size. And I chose 3 different colors this time just to make it different. Okay, so here's our 3 hearts. We don't have to score them because they're already folded. I'm just going to kind of burnish that a little bit. So I don't know if you can tell it or not, but I've got a pink, I've got a kind of a dingy green looking, and I've got a white one. Okay, so let's do, and you know what? I folded them all backwards, didn't I? So let's fold them with the color on the inside. There we go. Okay, so let's glue these 3 together and see what happens. So this is going to be a big pop-up. So you can really make them any size you want to. So I'm going to glue those 2 together. Then we're going to add one more right here. How simple is that? I mean, your kids could get involved in doing this one, as it's very, but this video is not made for children. Ha 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 ha. I just have to say that. I did not mention children. No, I did not. You didn't hear that. Okay, so look here. Now, glue these 2 down, and on a one this big for sure, I would only glue like the bottom third, because then you'd have a great pocket right here behind it and a pop-up heart. And like I said earlier, if you wanted to turn it into a miniature book, then you could put a little closure right here so that it would close, and you'd have to open it like this. So let's see what that would look like. Now, I went ahead and just took some of my distress ink, and I just kind of inked around the edges. I don't really have to do the back because I plan to glue that down. So anyway, so say this is my journal page. All we've got to do is cover this front. Okay, so what I did is I took the same heart here and used it as a template, and I cut 2 opposite shapes, one for the front, one for the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue this so that we have a cover page on the front. And if you didn't want to do this, you could also use a stencil, and you could just stencil a little design on the front. You could stamp it with rubber stamps if you want to. Very simple. All right, so we're going to glue this one on to the back. You better get it where you want it quick when you're using art glitter glue, because it'll sure stick. Okay, and I waited until I glued that to do my inking, because now it's really stiff and I can be rough with it if I want to. There we go. Now, so here's your little miniature heart book pop-up. Oh, I see that I got that a little bit bigger. My cover is a little bit bigger. Okay, let me fix that. Okay, now I have fixed it. So it looks like this. All right, so we want to glue that down on a page, and we're going to pretend like it's a little miniature journal that you're going to want to open. So let us glue just the bottom part, and I'm just going to probably stick it, I don't know, I might stick it down at the bottom a little bit. We'll see. But see, I'm just kind of gluing like the bottom half. I'm going to leave that in case I want to stick something up there on the top. So I'm just going to, let me figure out where I want to put it. I'm going to put it about right here. And I'm lining up this edge with the edge of my paper so that when the heart opens, it's right side up and not wonky. But if you want it wonky, that's fine too. Okay, so I've glued that down, and then I'd do something pretty here. So here's one of my swing tabs. Now this is a circle that I cut out of cardstock, glued another circle on top of it, and then I heat embossed it with iridescent colored embossing powder. And I'm going to use the swing tab right here to keep my book closed. So all I'm going to do, you can punch it if you want with a hole punch, but I didn't bring mine in here. So I'm just going to poke a hole right there, and we're going to take a little bitty brad. Let me see what color. I think I want a real tiny one. That gold one will be nice. And these little brads look like little miniature buttons. They're so cute. And then I would put that brad through there and then through our hole on the paper. Come to the other side, open up your brad, and then you can cover that with an element too if you wanted to. So here's what you have. You've got your little book here. Let me get up here so you can see. You've got your little book here that's going to kind of fly open. So you just swing this tab around. That's why it's called a swing tab. And that holds it closed. So when you're looking at your journal, you're going through it and everything. Of course, you won't be bending it like I just did. But that'll hold your book closed. Okay, so see, now you can close it. You can do whatever. When you get ready to open your little miniature book, you just swing that tab around and voila. You can even add pages in here if you want to. That would be really cute. Okay, so I went and took the same template and I just cut me out some little book pages. And I'm just going to put them in with the tiniest little dot of glue right down the middle of the page so that hopefully it will still fold. So I'm going to kind of do it like that. And then here's another little book page. Come here, you. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. Let's see. And I cut these just a tad smaller than the heart, the outside of the heart, purposely. I did that on purpose so that it wouldn't extend beyond the edge. You don't want to do that. All right, let's let that dry. And let's put, and you can see I'm not putting much. I'm just putting a tiny little dot because I don't want the page to be so stuck that it won't turn. I want to be able to turn that page. All right, so I'm going to hold that for 1 second. Okay, now let's go back and see what we've got so far. So here's our swing tab. You're going to open it like that. And here's your little page. It's like a signature. There's a page in it. Here's a signature. Here's his page. Isn't that so cute? Here's a signature. Here's his little page. Uh-oh, his little page didn't stick. Okay, we'll let that stick a little bit longer. As you can see, I am learning as we go here today. I'm having fun with it. Okay, so now what we want to do is decorate the outside. Okay, I tried a few ideas and I think I found one that I like. This is a little miniature library pocket. A friend of mine, Angela, has a punch that punches these out. I don't think it's available anymore, but that's what it is. But you could cut them out. So I decided to glue that little library pocket on right there. And inside that library pocket, it's going to have a little miniature songbook. And the song is Go Tell It on the Mountain. If y'all have been around my channel for very long, you know that I love miniatures. So I'm going to take the little miniature songbook and I'm going to put it, come on now. All right, let's see. I want to put it down in there. Let's make sure there's nothing there holding it. Okay, so put the little songbook. Well, it sure does not want to go. Something right here is wanting to be a problemo. Behave. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we've got the little library pocket. It's got the little miniature songbook in it, and we can still use our little swing tab to hold it closed. So there it is, guys. Here's the finished product, your little miniature journal. It is attached. It has a little miniature songbook on the front, and it still has a pocket back here where you can put something else if you wanted to. Okay, so we're having fun with hearts. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.